Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. For this reading, actually, it is more of a collective reading, so this isn't going to be applying to everyone. If you clicked on this video, most likely the message was meant to find you. This is for a select few of you guys who might already be here, although you might be new. You might have just stumbled across me wondering what this is all about. So I'll be doing a little bit of scrying, although I did receive a whole lot of downloads. So I wrote them down. I don't generally write them down. I don't usually do a reading like this, but this is what came through here. So I'm going to put my notes just in front of me here so I can refer to them. But I do want to say that this is going to be a pretty powerful message coming through from Spirit for whoever needs to hear this, and it is quite powerful indeed. So I wanted you to know that I have all of these crystals here with the intention of doing a lot of energy healing and releasing you from whatever is going on energetically. I do feel like there is some sort of hold or pull, or just energetically feeling sluggish, and you might not be sure as to why or what is going on. Spirit was telling me that you're having prophetic dreams, and if you're not remembering these dreams, then what you're doing on a day in, day out basis is distracting the mind from being very alert during these dreams, because these dreams are coming through to you for a very specific reason. Okay, so these aren't the usual kind of dreams that you normally would have. I think these are completely different than what you're used to experiencing. And Spirit's saying, pay attention to these, because this is coming in to tell you what you're supposed to actually be doing and which way you're supposed to be going. So I feel like some of you guys are not sure which way you're supposed to be going, maybe lacking in some sort of direction here, feeling very stuck, fighting lethargy. Lethargy kept coming through. So lethargy, I feel, is coming to you from all sorts of things, and I feel like there is a need to cut these cords, breaking free from these distractions, okay, these addictions, these scrolling social medias. This has been coming up recently in my readings, and I feel like we can all get stuck in the trap here of, the matrix and what we're being fed, either through medications, through media, through whatever is going on around you, through drinking, through drugging, pill popping, whatever your thing is. If there is a place here that you're generally lethargic, not restoring your energy, not feeling alive, this place needs to be cleansed. This place needs to be healed. So I'm asking Spirit to come through here with healing energy for you and your space. Spirit is asking you to stand up. Okay, so stand up. You don't have to do this right now, although I do encourage you to do this right now. You can save this video and do this when you are ready to get out of that space, because we are cutting cords. We're releasing devils. We're releasing the hold, the negative hold of this energy that's on you, okay? Don't ingest the poison handed to you blindly by people, situations, circumstances around you that are seemingly normal but are pulling you closer to lethargy, closer to toxicity, closer to an energy here where you're not awake, where you're not able to remember your dreams, where you're not empowered and guided to stand up and take action of your life. You are the one. Okay, you're the one. You've been chosen to do this, but I think you've been chosen to do this for you and for your family. You're the one and only person around you who's actually able to do this. Okay, for everyone around you. I feel like you carry a certain responsibility here, but I feel you're asleep. You're lethargic, and if you're slowly waking up or knowing that something's not right here, it's because you are tapping into your subconscious energy, or you're recalling energy in your dream that's trying to tell you to wake up, that's trying to tell you that you're supposed to be doing something, and what you're supposed to be doing is coming to you, but is being blocked right now by devilly energies. Okay, so it's Spirit saying, energetically, Spirit is saying, is waiting for you to stand up, to wake up, not accept what's been going on just blindly. Question everything. Question your own actions, question your motives, and Spirit is saying you will take some big strides before 2024. Okay, so you're setting the groundwork here, and Spirit wants to wash away all this heaviness and release you from this energy, and not to look back, but the groundwork has to be started now, that there's seeds that you're planting here. Okay, so Spirit is saying that these seeds, they're like greater than gold, because you cannot trade whatever it is you're about to sow, whatever has to be sown by you specifically. You cannot trade it for gold. You cannot trade it for anything. And if anyone wants to barter with you for this, you won't trade anything for this, because what you're about to sow is worth more than anything, worth more than gold, worth more than anything. But you're going to be pulled by distractions, by devil energy. Okay, and the devil doesn't want you to break away. He wants to keep you lethargic, addicted, distracted, not empowered. So it's important that you immediately, when you know what these seeds are, you plant them. Okay, and these seeds will sprout immediately, is what I'm hearing. And so you might be at some point when the seed sprouts here, because you're not seeing the full growth, be tempted to look back, and you're being called to not look back. Don't look back. Don't give back to old habits, old ways. Spirit really wants you to stand up, to move forward, and energetically right now to shake off any energy that's on you as we cleanse this energy here. Okay, so we're cleansing the energy. There's a couple of numbers that came through that might be significant for you. 6, 9, and 10. We also have 44. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 in succession, and we have 4, 4, 4. We also have 5, 5, 5 coming through, and then the number 11, but it's written out. Okay, the number 11 written out. Also the color red. Red roses or poppies could be significant here. Okay, and trees, specifically tree branches, trees, the roots of trees, thick trees. Trees are coming through. Also, I got a download here of a helicopter and a kite. And what's going on here is, I don't know if this is metaphoric, but the kite is getting sort of caught up in the helicopter. This kite is a string, a cord that's corded to you, grounded on the floor or on the ground here. It's actually you being ready to soar, but not getting caught up here in something. So I feel like there is a need for you to be grounded, to allow yourself to soar without being bound to something here that that might interfere with your mission, your vision, your progress in this. So Spirit really wants you to get ready to harvest these seeds, so that by 2024 you've already laid the groundwork, because there is energy coming in quickly that's going to take care of a lot of the energy that's been keeping you sluggish, been keeping you down, been not helping you and progressing in your energetic mission here. So again, Spirit's saying you are the one. You are coming forward here to do something that's quite significant and profound. But right now I feel like you're not focused. Okay, so this message was really about getting focused and Spirit wanting to cleanse your energy. I will ask that Spirit cleanse your energy and to get you to really, really be conscious, really, really pay attention to your own thoughts, your own actions, and question everything. Even the smallest thing that you could say or do today needs to be questioned. Okay, so I feel this message coming through quite strongly. Like I said, I don't generally read like this, but it is coming through. Now I am going to do the scrying a little bit more here to see if we can get some insight. So just give me a moment to tap into this. So there's the sun, which is empowerment. So you're being asked to act. You're being asked to empower yourself to act. And I feel like you're surrounded by clouds, which are representing the confusion, because I feel the lethargy causes the confusion, causes the indecision, causes us to feel like we have to be bound to whatever we're bound to right now, which is limiting us. So we remain trying to navigate, and anytime we take a step forward, we might be chopped down back to the initial starting spot again and get very discouraged. So I'm seeing that maybe we've had hopes before and we've tried to escape in some way, and we've tried to move forward, and because we've been faced with not receiving what we felt we needed, feeling like our hopes were thwarted in some way, or we didn't get the support we needed, we stopped trying and we fell into the trap here. Okay, so that is being recognized by Spirit, and you're being asked that the hope that you hang on to here is a seed in which will come into reality, but you need to take action here. There's heavy emphasis on you taking action, not waiting for it to come to you. Now, you could wait for your prophetic dream to give you some insight as to what this is about, but I feel like Spirit is saying you probably already know, but it's in some sort of cobweb mind of yours here that you need to shake out. So all of these distractions are kind of shoving this down. So if you are using anything here to numb the pain, or just to distract, or to just feed your mind some empty action here, you're being called to refrain from that as best you can so that the clarity comes through. Because once you start to see it, these clouds are going to clear, and then it becomes very clear what you're supposed to be doing here. But it can easily fall back into old ways if you don't allow this momentum to keep going. Seeing an octopus here, and I'm getting that we're in an energy here where we might be trying to multitask and do a lot of things and get discouraged here, because I feel like we're trying to focus on too many things, but we're not dedicating ourselves to the right thing. And so there's where the discouragement is coming from. Spirit is saying that you're intellectual, and you're so intellectual here that sometimes you might try to come up with some sort of intellectual story that is trapped kind of in the mind, but it isn't in the action. So the action needs to be separate from mind. The doing has to take place, even if the doing is not tied back to anything that intellectually makes sense. It's almost like do first, think later is what I'm hearing. And also that trying to multitask is a distraction in a way of itself, because Spirit really wants there to be dedication and focus on what you're supposed to be doing. And it actually is very simple here. And now I'm seeing that string with that kite again, because I feel like the road is actually quite simple. There isn't a multitude of things that need to take place or need to happen. I think it's just the one thing that is going to be leading to another thing that leads to another thing, but it has to be focused, and it has to be intentional, and it has to be planted by you. And I feel like this gains ground. And again, no looking back, no turning back to everything that might have helped you at some point in time ease whatever sort of mindset you had, because there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. I feel like you were tired, no matter how much you might think you're sleeping or resting. There's an energy here of not feeling full and rested and strong. And this is devil energy coming through again, because the devil wants to drain you of your energy. The devil wants to keep you drunk and lethargic. The devil wants to keep you back, because you are the one that is going to be impacting, again, the people around you, your family, your friends, and leading them, protecting them with this energetic shield that comes from planting these seeds. So I feel like the last ditch effort of the devil will be grasping at your heels here until you gain full momentum. And I'm seeing like a train now coming through quite fast. So I feel like it's going to build momentum, and it's very difficult to stop a train once it gets going. I'm also seeing a German Shepherd, which represents protection. Okay, like a guard dog here. So I feel like you have to be a guard dog here to protect your family, to protect your energy, and to say, no, I will not go and sit and scroll here all day, or I will not go and do whatever mindless thing I was doing yesterday. Okay, so as that comes, you're guarding these thoughts, you're guarding your mind, and you're building momentum here, which cannot be stopped. I'm also seeing the moon here, and the moon is representing feminine energy and also the subconscious. So again, the questioning of why we're doing things needs to be very honest, and we can't be afraid of the answers that we hear when we go in our subconscious. We have to be very open and receptive to what we're being fed, and if we don't like that, we have to sit in that energy to understand that that's a part of who we might be and who we are. All the darkness that sits there, we bring forward into the light, into the sun, so that we can shed light there and understand ourselves a little bit better and welcome this part of ourselves. Because once we welcome it and we shine the light, the devil can no longer use this over our head, can no longer take these fears and these unknown things in the shadows that lie within us and use this as fear tactics or fear mongering, or luring us back or luring us into temptation. Because I feel like the temptation is coming here because you're not seeing the shadow. You're not shaking hands with your shadow. You're not bringing this into the light, into the awareness, making one with it, accepting this. Because then we remove this completely from the devil. The devil will have nothing. Anything else, Spirit, that needs to be communicated to the collective? Seeing a big third eye here, which is the intuition. So if you've been intuitively resonating with this message, then Spirit is saying this is certainly meant for you, not to doubt this, not to turn this off and completely forget about this and continue on with what you were doing here. I'm also seeing it like a lizard eye or a snake eye here. And so I feel like the lizard and the snake being a reptile, and reptiles, you know, they can outstand harsh climates. I feel like you've been chosen here because you can outstand your environment. You can withstand this harsh environment. But I feel like your soul has been an old soul here. I feel like you are wiser to know what you're supposed to be doing here. And Spirit's saying keep your eyes open, keep your third eye open. Things aren't what it seems, okay? Because there's, but it is very simple, because exactly what you see and what's going on is what's happening. And that is the truth, but you're not seeing it with your third eye as to seeing the true depths and the true meaning of why you're doing what you're doing here. So once you tap into that with your intuition, you see right through it that you've been falling prey to whatever energy was trying to keep you stuck and not allow you to move forward in your mission. So very important you start today. All right. This is all I have for you, unless Spirit has anything further. I'm seeing a turban. So I do see this is like as your crown chakra, and I feel like your crown chakra is wrapped up tightly right now. And if you are getting downloads, or if you're in touch with Spirit, I feel it is a fraction of what you're supposed to be getting here from Spirit. I feel like the turban's representing a closed crown chakra. And Spirit is saying that through your third eye, you will be seeing the truth, which will allow you to open up your crown chakra here. So there's something about unleashing your energy so that you can receive downloads directly from Spirit, however you do. Pay attention to synchronicities, numbers, repeating things you might be seeing, which will give you guidance, which are specific to you. And do not be afraid of the downloads you're getting from Spirit, which will come through forms of, again, synchronicities, downloads, things that you see, names, places, people repeating in your life, or needing for you to uncover what this is. Pay attention to this. And you might also be experiencing these dreams that are telling you something. There's a real need for you to remember this, to write this down, but remember the energy behind it, how you felt during these dreams. Why was this dream coming to you? What was it trying to communicate to you? Tie it back to your day. And write it down if you don't understand it. Whatever comes to your mind, write it down, and then review this because it becomes very clear, okay? There's also something about writing and communicating here. But I feel like it's on a keyboard. So I don't know, or maybe you're storing information here. And I feel like, I don't know, like you're trying to navigate something now, actually. You're navigating through like an aircraft, I see. You're navigating an aircraft and you're going into the battlefield is what's happening. So you're soaring and you have to kind of weave through things that are being thrown at you. You're going against the natural grain here until you get to a clearing where everything becomes peaceful and where you can glide and not worry about what's being thrown at you. So there might be words thrown at you. There might be slander thrown at you. There might be other people trying to get in your way. There might be people trying to use their words or their discouragement or make you feel in certain ways or really try to hold you back here. You're being asked to fight against this, but just by moving forward, by turning around and facing this, but keep pressing forward, that these words shall not hurt you, that these words shall not create your reality, that these people will eventually fall away as you keep moving forward into the clearing, into the peace. Do not feel that these people hold any power over you. In fact, Spirit's saying that these people will be removed from your life. You are no longer held back by negative energies, no longer being sluggish here, no longer being lethargic, no longer being pulled into other people's slow, distorted realities, keeping you hostage. You're now awake, you're now focused, you're now guided on your mission here, okay? Beautiful collective. I'm going to pull out of this energy here because my head feels like it's about to explode. I haven't done one of these readings on my channel, so I do appreciate you guys coming here. If this is different than what you're normally seeing here, and you did not resonate, then don't worry. I will continue to do the tarot readings, although I do feel like collectively this message needed to be spoken. And don't forget to stand now, okay? Stand now, shake the energy now. Spirit is coming through with heavy protection, and all these crystals are coming through to cleanse your energy, to allow you to detach from these low vibrational energies that have been sticking to you, not allowing you to see forward. Okay, plant that seed, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.